Good morning, children. How are you today? What is it? Monday here, so you all should be going to school. It's probably Sunday where you are. On account of me having very few Australian listeners, because of all the various hateful things I say about them. But it's okay. I can say those things. I can use those words, those deep, dark Australian slurs that even the foreigners don't know about. Okay, I think today we're starting with Crisis in the Kremlin. Which, this feels like an odd subject to make a game about, to be honest. Alright. Sounded like something's amiss. Where's my volume? Come on, come on. That's the internet. There we go. Nope, incorrect. Come on. Alright. Okay, I can hear that through my ear holes. Actually, I should double fucking check. Hey, look at that. The headset's working. Small miracles. Spectrum Holobyte. We'd like to thank you for purchasing one of our products. Alright. Oh, holy shit. It's a really long manual. Low-tier God's funny. Because it's not like he's, just irredeemably bad at any of the games he plays. But there's like just this clear, like he's a perfect example of how the ego prevents growth. You know? Like there's a line, and I think I first heard it in Monkey, where it's like, I don't know is the first step toward wisdom. Like you have to have the capacity to admit weakness, otherwise you can't develop strength. And holy fuck. The year is 1985. Konstantin Chernenko, the senile, doddering general secretary of the Communist Party of the Soviet Union, is dying after being in power for only a year. Different factions within the Soviet government, hardliners, reformists, and nationalists, are all jockeying for power in the world's largest country. But he's just one of those guys where it's like it's so clear that like he's none of what he's doing can be refined or improved because he refuses to ever just go, well, maybe I need to get better. I don't know, a friend did send me some weird thing of him just like, I don't know, threatening to rape a dude with a pack of his friends, which just always does seem like an odd threat to me, Using this manual. Good lord. Not even halfway through it. Love it. Like, that was, the shit like that was a selling point back in the day. You'd be like, oh god, look at the fucking book you get with this. Like imagine doing something so much and not improving a little bit. At a certain point you gotta start thinking, maybe I'm the weak link in this. Maybe I should look inside. Kremlin. Okay. Hell yeah. MIDI Russian music. Can you run this country? I think the thing is that manual is like 300 pages long, so I think like using the manual is sort of like a baseline of instructions for like, here's where you go if you're having trouble with this. You know, like it needs its own fucking like. All right. One of those games where it feels okay. I feel like Gorb would be the Russian. What is the Russian form of Gabriel? There has to be one. Oh, fuck. Okay. What's happening? Why is just... Okay. Telex, baby. Oh, there is a mouse. That is wild. Okay. See, like, Russia's an awful lot like low tier God, in that, you know, it can't ever just stop for 1 second and think maybe some of the problems are internal, you know? Like, it's desperate to look like it's not like a fucking lurching embarrassment of a country, and it does this by trying to skip a bunch of steps, you know? Like, let's look like we're doing shit as opposed to, I don't know, building infrastructure. How do I activate Zangief? That's what I want to do. Both of those things happen just because I clicked like here. I think Estonia. Fuck, okay. Excellent. Last year we produced 1,000. This year 10,000. Next year over 1,000,000. Fantastic. What are they? Out of order signs. Ah, you know. Who the hell from? You know, so obsessed with like, it was always like, we gotta look like we're doing shit. Look like we're producing. Are we producing? No. Alright. I know. That's one of those things that I feel would like eventually sort of, you know, get me in some form of trouble. Like, I feel like I'm paying rent. Are you? That's up for debate. Cross of Insanity. Gavril, okay. Neat. That's a funny thing about having like one of those weirdo old Bible names is like, you know, it gets around and like it morphs because it goes through like the fucking, you know, romance shifts and shit like that. And, you know, getting smeared about the various fucking Abrahamic faiths. I think, what is it? The Muslim version, though, it's Jibril. Which I do like. Well, I am insane now. Let's ask for help. Oh, yeah, okay. Rotate the squares until all the squares of each color are in order. There must not be any squares separating another color group. Okay. Vert. Okay, F6, F9, and F10. These are not comfortable controls. Alright. Okay, so like, and then it goes off on like a chain. Don't need to fiddle with any more of that. It's funny because I did think it was going to be a text adventure based on that beginning. Cross of Insanity. Goodbye. Like, yeah, Rubik's Cube, Gordian knot. Crossbow. Shit. Like, look at the box art, you know? Look at how thrilling that is. The poster offer is clearly covering up a nude lady. Activision, God. Is this one of those light gun games where you gotta defend your little guy as he's walking around? I feel like that's what this is. Crossbow. It's funny how some of those weird biblical names are like around and then just some aren't. You know, like Metatron, which I did for ages I didn't know was an actual fucking angel. It just said, you know, like why would all the angel names be kind of fucking similar sounding and then one of them just be like a fucking Series 4 Transformer, you know? Tandy. Ooh, mouse controls, baby. I'm from the future. That's not great. You don't look right. I don't think you should be like that. Let's just restart that. Okay. Okay. Tandy 16 color, CGA, maybe EGA? Hey, alright. Adventure! Alright. Hey, look at that. Alright, let's take the red path. I think that's what this is. I think I'm like, I don't know, I'm hanging out on a hill or something, watching my little guy. Oh, hey, oh, what are you? Fucking, alright. Hey. Got him. Ah, god damn it. That little guy is so fucking little, man. Fuck off, wizard. I mean, that guy with the hammer just legit looks like me, so that's frightening. I don't like that I've been absorbed into Crossbow. There are a lot of ways in which that is, like, completely butt, and, like, one of them is, like, the size of something, like, the little guy in the window, you know? Like, that is a very small fucking target to hit. But I think I will keep that, because it was otherwise relatively, you know, it functioned smoothly and was functional. And I think once I get the little pistol light gun set up in here, it might be, you know, kind of worth having a look at to see if I can dare get fucking that working. Oh boy. Isn't that Leviathan from Hellraiser 2? Shadrach, yeah, that's another good one. Metatron. I I feel like that should be canon. Like, you know, Leviathan hates the disorganized noise of humans and meat, but does love word puzzles. Just because they're like this slow, quiet logic that it enjoys. So the maze is actually just one vast dimension spanning crossword that you're just too small to ever really perceive. I like modern fantasy. Like, more things need to do this. More things need to do a fantasy realm, but like, you know, 2,000 years from like the biblical times of fucking old Middle Earth or whatever the fuck. What a fun little tune. I don't have a saved game. Oh, I'm playing computer crossword by myself. Time limit, point limit, or home base. Home? Oh, well, I don't understand what's going on here. This just looks like shenanigans. I'm willing to bet there are a million much better fucking, like, crossword apps. So that can go away. Cross country Canada. Oh. I love when even the fucking, the box picture is just low res and there's nothing you can do about it. Trimmins on Timmins. Am I gonna be playing as Ricky's dad? Break out your piss jugs. Like, Bright had some elements to it, but yeah. The overall plot was just so needlessly complicated. Let's drive across Canada. It is like the cold version of Australia, It's just Upstralia. I don't think it needs to be a dystopia by any stretch of the imagination. Just like, it's like with fucking, what's the other one? Game of Thrones and shit, Like what, I'm curious as to what happens, after they develop like technology and shit. Your assignment is to pick up all the commodities on your list and deliver them to Winnipeg. This is one of those educational games, isn't it? Like, I'm supposed to just learn about, like, fucking bits of Canada and shit. I don't want to learn about fucking Canadian fucking geography. I'm trying to sneak fucking education into my games. It's gonna be the same thing, isn't it? Fucking tit-ass shit bastard. Well, magic would arguably slow down development, but it also could spur it as a means of countering the magicians. Also, there are elements of technology you could use that would have, like, natural resistances to magic. Like, I think iron was one of them, and I vaguely remember that being a thing. Like, iron was just that there were just certain metals and alchemical things that were like magic just struggled to fucking interact with. Lambert, okay.
Have a safe trip, and remember, drive defensively.
Why does he sound like that? I don't think that's anybody's voice. Do I drive, or am I just clicking on oh, holy fuck, do I actually do something? Okay. Well, which way can I go? You minge. I feel like I can go that way, like, north? Why can't I go north? Fucking... Oh my god, graphics! Am I buckled up? I don't know. Oh wait, hang on. Ha. Well, at least that had more going for it than Canada. Like, I imagine a situation where people are talking about how ChatGPT is going to make wizards obsolete. You know, I try to involve as many forms of magic as possible, too. Like, there are ones that are predicated on language and magic words, some that are predicated on gestures, you know, different things like that. You get blasted, you dumbass bastard. Yeah, I wasn't really planning on, I don't know. Slashers are a hard one, from, probably like my least interested, you know, cartridge or disc. Well, cartridge doesn't work, so we can cross that off. Oh, piss. Alright, we'll try the disc. God, look at that. That is the cartridge up there on the top right, too. Fuck, that's going back a ways in the old brain. Boot and install a new operating system. I don't want to do that. Alright, well, that's not going to work. Yeah, is it a trucking game if I can't, like, you know, get an STD from a prostitute while on speed? That robot seems pretty big to be fighting like that. See, that's more sensible. That robot scares me. They have landed and are taking over the city. Steadily, they are making their way across town, destroying everything in their paths. The town has been evacuated, and your regiment has retreated, leaving you alone at the city at the mercy of the aliens. God, yeah, look at it. Look at the bit of fucking fluff sticking out the top. That's a cartridge. It's a brick of that weird, wrinkly-ass, Bakelite fucking... And then there's the game. All that, you know. God, this is old as me. Crossworld. Ah. It's just more interesting. Like, I don't find fantasy interesting, you know? So it's like, oh, look, it's like fucking feudalism again. You know, it's one of the things that kind of made, like, Witcher a much more interesting read. Is it's not modern, but there's a lot of modern elements in it. New. Sure. Am I making one? I don't want to make one. I just want to, like, have one. Ah, there we go. Was concerned. Okay, so we'll go one. What? No, I don't want to. I want down. No. God damn it. What the fuck just. Who cares? Oh, the large language. Yeah, no. I just call them the machines because I'm not calling them AI because that's just bullshit promotional nonsense to make people think that it's like fucking, you know, fucking C3PO or whatever sitting there. And it's not. It's just a glorified autocomplete. It's just fuck people are stupid. It's like it's alive. No, it isn't. Well, what's being alive really? Like, I've had so many people say that. Well, you know, how would you define alive? It's like, well, how about you do that before you start making that comparison, you fucking numpty? Oh, look, Steam, read the fucking room. Fucking penis. Quem te pode vencer? Okay, Jogo, so... I don't know if that's Spanish or Portuguese. Alright, look, you buff, I get it. Oh, him, o navio vai ser atracado... Because I tend to just consider all these weird little games to be Brazilian, and I'm sure some of them aren't, but I don't care. I mean, like, fantasies from, like, actual other cultural backgrounds are nice too, but also just, it's still fantasy. Alright. It's Brazilian because I'm standing way too close to that girl. Just invading that poor woman's space. This feels like a tie-in for a box of cereal, you know? Like, I get that. Okay, do I have Jose? Okay, no, I'm not allowed to. Alright. Rhoda. I think that's like Portuguese for wheel. Alright, I'm not allowed to have that either. That looks like a shark. That's probably not good. Invento Vasrio. Alright, so I'm not allowed up there. Can't I just get that woman to give me a boosty? God, this is bizarre. These games aren't much better than fucking... Crusade. Like... Oh wow, it actually changes areas. That's nice. I mean, that is like fish fingers. Yeah, Findus, isn't that food? Yeah. A subdivision of Nestle. I love like high res, low res. High res, low res. It's important to have both. Crusade. I won't say that's the weakest food tie-in game that I've played. I mean, just reality as it isn't. But also, it requires language skills for a language I don't have. So, you know, I'm not above keeping a fucking game that's based around a fucking porridge. If this, you just always tell that games that have some kind of Russian influence. Alright. V, baby. Although I do have to look it up. Like, is the Tandy better? Maybe I'm, you know... Although I think every time I choose the Tandy, that's what freaks out the graphics. You know? This was the worst brand in the horse meat scandal. Fuck, that's funny. Like, if they just said it was horse meat, like, I know you probably can't sell that in a few places, but still. The lasagna they sold at my high school, on the ingredients list, the first ingredient was meat. But then next to it, in inverted commas, it said beef. And I mean, it literally went beef, which... not inspiring confidence. Okay. Didn't know what to expect. Wasn't this. Okay. Alright. Okay. Trying to figure out, like, what's gonna hurt me and what's not in these fucking things is always such a fucking trial. Like, I think everything, basically, is just what we're at the moment. I mean, I can... Oh, okay. Right. I mean, that didn't work. How? Are those just rocks? Alright, how do I fucking end this nightmare? Ah, fuck me. Alright. Let's try to have some kind of different life experience here. Alright. So, Christ knows what the fuck's going on here. Alright, so that's just moving around by itself, and I can't seem to do anything about that. Alright, there's Japan. Alright, let's go to England. Jolly old land of the Eng. Alright. Can't! Aha! Was I supposed to do something there? I'll double cunt. Fuck you. Alright. What the fuck is going on here? In der Welt von fucking... Each year, in the Kingdom of Crown, a new king is elected. Now is the time for you to strike and make a play for top dog position. However, nothing in this quest is going to prove easy as you embark on the most testing and hazardous venture of your life. Alright, so... doing shit. Look, activities, children. That's crown, isn't it? Yep, alright. It hurts to delete them, but it just sounds so funny. Hmm. Oh. Ho, ho, ho. Cruel.bat. Make Shevet. Mark Shevet, what? I don't know what that is. Okay. This feels like a homemade game, but like one of the better ones. Alright. I thought I might be able to do something there, but I can't. Okay. Was that the guy who'd been over there previously, or was he in the castle? I'm not sure what's happening here. Daddy, no! Have I opened up a boys love manga? Alright, I'm assuming he was abducted. There's a fascinating attempt at visual storytelling here. Okay. I mean, why was I abducted? What the fuck? Alright. My karate was not good enough. Okay. I mean, this is interesting, because it looks like some kind of Prince of Persia, but like... Okay, so that's... I've got some kind of duck. Alright, what's fucking attack? Because that guy just keeps fucking using... That skeleton just keeps using his lightning powers on me, and that's kind of a... Fight mode. Okay, space. Okay, so space is fight mode. And then there's end, home, kick. You know, I might actually try using the fucking keyboard. Oh, fuck me. That's right, it was unplugged. Well, time to plug it back in. I mean, at least the skeleton, he must be like the learn how to fight skeleton that we all meet at like a very special time in a young man's life, you know? It's like, well, here's the learn how to fight skeleton, you know? Guess I gotta fucking kick his ass before I get breakfast. Alright. Hey, look at that. Okay. So, okay, I got jump. Fight mode. Aha! Yeah! Well, that's not helpful. Okay, so that's jump that way. Alright. I've got run jump. Do I have just, you know, I need like, alright, so I've got like walk, but like, it's walk one, it's walk that way for some reason, and then there's walk that way. Okay, so I've got scooch. Okay, how do I just want like a regular, you know, like the little standing hop forward. I don't want to step left, step right. Alright, jump's just keyboard up, so I don't know, fucking kick, punch. Okay. Hi! Ow! My fucking knees! Rib kick, rib kick. Suck shit. Blank paper that mocks me. Okay, so... Alright, that's jump. Penis. I pushed it too early. Ow. Why does it look like I got shot? Karate. Karate. Alright, look. Shut up, mockery paper. Alright. Ah! There's gotta be just a regular fucking hop jump, you know? I can't do a running jump. Fucking. That's annoying. That fucking image. Because there's something there, you know, a decent Prince of Persia ripoff is a game that I like. You know, I enjoy the old cinematic / step platformers. I think they're fun. But, like, normally, you know, up would be the jump to grab something, and then you'd have a button that'd make you do the, you know, forward fucking jump so you could cross fucking things. And there just does not appear to be a forward jump button. I'm not sure what the fuck's going on there. Oh yeah, no, Punko and NWA would have been funny as shit. I mean, see, if he wasn't like a self-important tit, he would have. I mean, maybe not NWA, just because, you know. I mean, I'd have just picked some weird little local indie fed or something. You know, try to do something useful. As annoying as that is, I'm not going to delete that just yet. I'm going to see if I can maybe find, oh, Cruise for a Corpse. This isn't bad, but like... Oh, my mustache is twitching. It appears this man has died of cancer. Cinematique. Alright. Alright, we'll start that in a second. I have to pee, so it's piss break time. Yeah, and I'm back. Just as well it's not urine for a corpse. With the stipulation he can't pull the same shit that he did in AEW. Do you think AEW had a stipulation that he could? He got fired. They just think that this time they can fucking control him. I mean, what would be screamingly funny is if he got injured in his first match back again. You know, I mean, that's the problem. I don't think he's kept himself, like, you know, limber enough. I mean, if his training for his UFC shit's anything to go by. I just think it's fucking embarrassing. It's like when Cody Rhodes went to the effort of destroying the Triple H fucking thing on his shit. It's just like, if you do that and then go back, you just look like the biggest, stupidest bitch. You know? Like, Punk had his massive fucking stash with him, which was not invalid, by the way. and then vanished from wrestling for fucking 7 fucking years. So this is what Delphine should have been making, and instead they made fucking Shaq Fu. Just baffling. You know, I mean, like, especially after his blood, you know, Saudi blood-soaked dick tweet, it's like, if you say this shit and then go back, you look like a dickhead. You know, what's he gonna do when he sits down in the ring, fucking on Raw or something, talk about how he's finally happy to be back to the place that made him sick? Like, the thing is like, that fucking Delphine look really, really, really suits a fucking point and click, you know? Ashtray. It's such a bummer they didn't do more of these, you know? Or at least more of the, you know, a few more of those little adventures, you know? I really enjoy those games. Clumsy as a lot of them are, and, you know, a lot of the sort of modern iterations of them do spruce them up, but, like, this, you know, they have a unique look and feel, and, you know, the puzzle layout is always, like, you know, is interesting, because a lot of the times you got to even figure out what the puzzle is, you know, are you seeing it right? I mean, I will say, Out of This World has some fuck you puzzles that are just, you know, you'll fuck up and then you just got to go back to the start, and then you got to fucking, you know, because there are some, like, ones where you have to have done something, like, fucking basically 2 stages ago, and it's just like, you know, and the thing is, like, you'll just get to a point and you don't even know that that's where the puzzle is. You know, you think, okay, I'm here, I'm dying, there's a puzzle here that I'm fucking up. And it's like, no, the puzzle was over there. And you can't get back there. You gotta just go back there with the fucking password and do all that again. It's like, fucking, man, you know. Not a shred. Examine, push, pull, take. Oh, let's push it over. Ah, figs. I mean, look, this is not. If you haven't, like, I don't know. If you haven't played Cruise for a Corpse, it is worth playing. It is a really good point and click. Cruncher. There are a few actually modern point and clicks. You know, not just the Telltale style. But yeah, it's one of... Oh, this looks familiar. Don't need to explore that any further. I can crunch my ass. I wonder if this is just a DOS Pac-Man, or is this why... There is, look at that. Well, there's Pac-Man, Pac-Man 2000, Pac-Gal. I mean, alright, that's not the best version of it, obviously. Pac-PC 2. Pac in time. Holy shit. Pac-Man. Alright, I can't be just, you know, looking ahead too much. That's cheating. Where are we? Alright. Cruncher. Alright. Crusade. Okay. In Crusade Adventure, you play the role of Godfrey de Goodheart, a bold but impoverished knight. King Frederick III has dispatched you to rescue his only daughter, the beautiful Princess Anne, from the dungeons of Baron von Evil's castle. This kind of like reminds me of like whatever those cunts were in Game of Thrones, and their thing, like their little the standard of the banner or whatever, was like just a dude's skin. And you know, at what point, you know, like, what's our sigil? Ah, a tree. You know, and you're like, ah, that's nice. At what point do the skinned dude family start to worry you, you know? And be like, oh, that's... You think that's a bit much, you know? You're coming across kind of just openly villainous there. Yeah, what's your family sigil? Ah, just a bunch of fucking dead babies. Yeah, remember that time we just killed all those babies? Yeah, that was a big day for us. So we kind of just kept that. No, we're not getting rid of it. Alright, something's amiss here. Is there another version? Ah! How are there 3 fucking versions? You can have other crusades. What? Okay. That was a 1991 version. Something's amiss. I feel like I'm being screwed with here. Okay, so this is 1991 Crusade. Okay, so they just look fucking identical. All right, 1995 Crusade's got to be the one with the box art and all the other interesting looking shit that I've been seeing. Hey, you know that family who's like the sigil is the skinned guy, and they're always going on about like just taking people's skin. Yeah, it turns out they weren't good people to trust. Huh. I mean, I'd say you could maybe learn from that, but it's a feudal society, so good luck. That was a weird... Like, that was a sitcom little ditty, that. Oh, hell yeah. We've got digitized fucking long hair dudes. Sure. Oh, poop. This is one of these. Okay, whatever that was went away. I'm not allowed to have it anymore. Oh, I can look around. That's nice. Yeah, that makes a nice change. Okay, I'm gonna be the CEO of Shaking Hands. Alright. Well, it finally happened. I'm deleting the Crusades. Crusade in Europe. Oh, fuck me. When Fabio-looking motherfuckers ruled the world. Dennis Reynolds as a House Bolton guy really does make sense, actually. General Patton addresses the trans army. Fuck me. No. General Dwight Bighead. Oh, holy shit, look at these other games. The Kennedy Approach. That'll be fun. That'll be fun. Oh, wow, wait, look at that. Do you fancy microprose, man? Do you fancy yourself an Eisenhower? Goodbye. Crusader, no regret. This is a thing, isn't it? This is a game. I remember hearing about this. I mean, look at that. What did Ike like? You can tell a lot about Nixon by the fact that one of his regular meals was cottage cheese and a tinned pineapple ring. Like that is like that's something that like I mean my grandma would have eaten and is so depressing. Like that's like when you see someone from Cambodia who's able to just eat like a whole life tarantula because that was what they were raised on because they live in like Cambodia. And it's like, oh right, okay. Your entire understanding of like food was defined by some form of just crushing and depressing poverty. Alright. I don't want to fuck around here, god damn it. I want a crusade. I'm a weekend warrior, okay? I'm not here for fucking a challenge. I mean, look at this. Look at this business. Okay. Is this an action game? Oh, shit on me. I thought it was, like, gonna be... Alright, that's not working. Stop shooting me! I'm not ready. Jerks. Alright. Oh, fuck me. A lot going on here. Walk slowly with gun. Let's just we'll just do this for a sec so I can fucking feel like I get the goddamn legs of what I'm doing here. Okay, so we got fire is B. Alright. That's all I need to know really. Oh, it's like tank controls. Fuck, I wasn't expecting that. Suck it. Look at that guy. Fucking, oh, he's got the rolls out. He went to roll class. Am I to talk to this man? What? Is there a talk button? Quick movement. Shield. Walk slowly with gun. Okay. Search. Oh, manipulate item or speak. Okay. Left control keyboard D. Alright, we'll try that. I guess I can't talk to him. Yeah, alright. I haven't done anything, have I? Alright, get gun out, please. Ah, yeah, there we go. You appear to have mistaken me for a man with some remorse. Which I think you will find I am not. Oh! I can be shot, though. It's weird because, like, you know, I don't... Looking at it, my brain says, oh, yeah, that'll be like fucking Fallout. And it's not. It's like action Fallout. Which is interesting. You know, because Fallout wasn't action. And that kind of made sense when you looked at Fallout. Oh, you can probably use the mouse. Look at that. Yeah. You know, there's something there. Alright. Which is first? Is it no regret or no remorse? Uh-huh. So no regret was the sequel. Ah, fucking... I hate when I get shit backwards like that. Yeah, like the weird jank controls is just look that's just gonna be the you know like it's funny seeing a lot of the controls like that's a game where I think the twin stick controls would be really good because then you can like you map all those weird extra fucking things to like other sticks and buttons and shit. I mean it'd probably be a lot more playable now that you've got like a control pad that has, you know, like again, like I had a Gravis gamepad and that thing had 4 buttons that worked. It technically had 6 buttons, but for some reason the printer port you had to plug it into just nothing ever detected it as having 6 buttons. Those other 2 buttons were just there for show. I have no idea how to fix that. But it meant I could play Neo Geo games. You know, I wasn't able to play fucking Capcom games, you know, at least the fighters and shit, but like I could play my Neo Geos. See, again, like, if your group is the sword through the earth people, that's probably... Oh, hell yeah. I think I have seen that on PS1 actually. All right, blah 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 words, blah 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 thermal coupling, blah blah. Like, look, just let me gun a cunt, you know. Dickhead. I mean, all right, that made me. Okay, so I can't shoot through that. How do I put my gun away? Did that guy shoot his own friend? You fucking knob goblin. How dumb are you? Oh, this is going to be so easy. I could just leave you guys alone and then they'd fucking take out their own stupid refinery. God, what a dumbass. I'll admit that was unnecessary. I didn't need to do that. So, but we're going to check. We're going to check and see if the check. I'm pretty sure the PS1 had it. Where are you, PlayStation? Reveal your secrets to me. Ghoul panic. There are a lot of PS. Oh yeah, there he is. Slightly lower resolution. Where were we? Oh, that's right. Down on the DOS. Crush, crumble, and chomp. The movie monster game. who can't afford the licenses for any of the movie monsters. Oh, that looks like a bummer. Well, that's an important screenshot. Thanks, Launchbox. Breathe fire, terrorize cities, snack on a horrified populace, and further develop your villainous personality. You are the villain. Graphics. The first listed feature is graphics with a fucking full stop after it. And you think that I joke when I say, well, this one has graphics. That's the box. Graphics. The fucking box. This one has graphics, baby. Look at it. You got what looks like just fucking Godzilla's like sad kind of special needs brother. Like, not sure if he's got anything even, but like, you know, there's something amiss. You know, there's just something slightly not right. Alright, well that can be a fucking tomorrow problem. I don't feel like dealing with special needs Godzilla today. It's just a wee bit much. You know, because you want to help him, but the problem is then, like, what he wants to do is, like, just wreck the place up. Maybe if we gave him, like, a bouncy Tokyo to destroy, like, just an inflatable one, just left it out there in the water. You know. Yeah, Rampage is actually kind of fun, because, you know, it has more graphics. You know. Got some graphics. Pictures. I bet the graphics don't move much. Graphics. How far we've come. Like I said, it's gone from, like, you know, I've watched this as a medium from when I was a kid go from, like, basically cave paintings to, like, fucking, you know, the future. Fucking wild to watch, man. You know? Like, going back, like if you go back and play a game from like 2010, it shows, you know, like it's not, you know, it's not as obvious, but you know, especially because you'll think, oh yeah, games from 2020, and your brain has RTX, it'll like spruce those fucking things up a lot better than, you know, then you go back and you play it, and you're like, oh yeah, okay, now I remember, like that fucking, you know, that games from the PS2 era had that weird blur. The games from the PS3 were trying really hard to do it because they were a lot better than the PS2, but like they still have that look about them. You know, everything before that was just kind of like, yeah, we'll give it a shot. But I mean, like, you know, You look at a game developed in like 1991, and that's like, I think Mega Man, the combination I always come to is like Mega Man 3 was 1991, and like Dead or Alive 3 was 2001. And you look at the difference between those two games. And like the 90s was just batshit, because like every time a new console was coming out, it was just like, fuck everything that came before it, look at the future. It was just like, fuck, I need that. I mean, you look at like, there's the Master System. It's like, well, these games are fun and they're actually pretty good looking. They're better looking than the NES versions. And then you looked at the Mega Drive and the SNES, and it was like, fuck, the thing I have is shit. I need that new thing. And the worst part was like, this was back in the Stone Ages too. So like, I remember reading about the SNES and the Mega Drive in like fucking 1990. Those things didn't get to Australia until like 1992. It was 2 fucking calendar goddamn years of like just hearing about this fucking magic bullshit that Japan already had. It's like, always more bits, baby. And now it's like, like there are changes. There is a difference, but there really isn't just on any level anything like that. Like unless someone comes up with some fucking GPU that costs like $500 and can give me like at least fucking, 1080 RTX fucking, smooth. Cuz like there are some games where you can turn it on, but they're always like the way simpler fucking titles. You go into like fucking Alan Wake 2 and just be like, all right, I can have everything up quite high. I can have it at 1440, and it runs 60 FPS. Great. And then you turn RTX on, it's like, oh well. Oh well. I mean, you could end most sentences with just be, could be Brazil. Alright, let's see how things are going. Hey, look at that. 302 members. That's up because I remember. 1705 a month. That's up because I remember. Now, the critical part is to have that stay up after the fucking, whatever money come out day. So, whichever one of you fucking, globs. I mean, it's like $1 or some shit. Just make sure that's, I don't know. Usually when I got money coming out for like a thing that I'm paying off, I usually like try to pay it off a couple of days early just so nothing fucky happens. Because I like my ability to just like buy shit ahead with lay-by. Because I hate lay-by, because I hate waiting, That's the problem with, like, being poor doesn't teach you how to save, because what's the point, and because you never have really enough to save anyway. But, like, it does teach you how to live with very, very little money, which is why those pay later things are just fucking great. Like, I never have a problem with them. Mostly because I don't just go fucking, I'm going to buy 4 jet skis or whatever bullshit. Like, that's the problem. There are people who are just, like, It reminds me of back in 2001 when I was living in West End and smoking weed all the time. And just, like, having 2 nice, attractive people walk up to me with a clipboard and trying to give me a pre-approved fucking American Express credit card with like a fucking $2,000 limit. And it's like, no. I'm not getting caught in this fucking trap, you fucking lunatics. You can't, like, fucking look at me. Yeah, I'll give this guy $2,000 worth of credit. Like, fuck me fucking running, man. No, Snare. I'm a sad reminder that you need to listen to your friends and family and just take the pills. This Gabe isn't in the room with you now. But remember, it makes my life easier if the number go up, because then I won't have to just fucking be spending most of my life constantly tossing up whether or not to keep doing this or whether or not to completely just fucking walk into the ocean and ditch it and go, I don't know, go be a teacher now that they're screamingly desperate. Bet they'd allow me to use some of my more experimental pedagogic techniques. Yeah, I had to bring that up because, like, the guy in charge of Second One actually fucking replied to someone who was like, look, It's like, it's one thing to just, bother a cunt if you're howling into the wind. But if it's actually like, at the point where he's having a reply, leave him be. Fuck's sake, man. I am really curious as to what, like, fucking Escapist is gonna do now, though. Like, 'cause what have they got? I really, what they should do? They should hire, like, it'd be fucking great. A shitty AI version of fucking Yachts doing the goddamn zero punctuations. Let them write them, too. I bet those would be really fucking funny. There's like so much. There's such a good volume of his shit for it to fucking train on too. Like that's the thing. I'll get like artificial. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll build some artificial Yahtzee and just torment him with him. Call it crossword. Okay. So remember, number go up. Yeah. Now, like Amber didn't get. So there's for Saturday. There's the subscriber thing. I need like to know what the fucking. I don't know what's going on with the Discord. Like I don't look at it and I don't pay attention to it, so I'm not sure what the uh I'm not sure what the fucking Patreon section is there, or if I should put it up on the fucking Patreon, but we never really use the Patreon. Like, the whole point is it goes somewhere else. I don't know how to, like, fucking barricade shit behind the fucking Patreon, basically. And then, Amber didn't get fucking back to me about, where I'm supposed to put that shit, so. By the time I was, like, I think it was, like, 9 o'clock, and I was like, oh, fuck it, I'll just do it next week. So, I don't know. I mean, maybe I'll just do it, but then I gotta just do more shit. Oh, well, whatever. Make number go up. Number go up. Number go up. And don't, again, if anyone who hasn't been paying attention, don't harangue the fucking goddamn, guy whose life just fucking fell apart for, to employ, strange people from far away when he's racing to re-employ the people who fucking, quit in solidarity with him. Okay, number go up. Dosvidaniya's back tomorrow because I'm the only reliable thing in your life. I'm the dad who came back with the smokes, baby. And watch my show, or I'll bash your fucking kids.